Hi everyone! Christmas time is really close and I decided to make this coloring gift guide. I won't be doing any advices like purchase yourself a full set of Holbeins or full set of Caran d'Ache luminance because yes, I hope that Santa will bring every one of you such lovely presents, but I will try to do more reasonable suggestions of coloring gifts. And let's start with books. I suggest that you treat yourself or your friends' colorists with a really high quality book. And in my opinion, it's better to purchase just one book, but of really good quality, than a lot of a cheaper one printed on the thin paper. Beautiful books like Kanoka Yaguza 3 books or Temislav Tomic or Pictura books, books which have different subjects and a lot of details, they will keep you occupied during the whole year. Look at the series of Pictura books which has a really interesting format. Generally, they are printed on a very thick paper which is suitable for all mediums, and even if they have only 8 pages to color, they are really detailed. And Pictura gathered really very talented artists, and I think that everyone is able to find something interesting because subjects of their books are really different. I think that I am totally in love with almost all Pictura books, and you can find even couple of books designed by Tomislav Tomic dedicated to Paris, and also a very interesting book about dragons. Next, of course, Tomislav Tomic book is a dream of each and every colorist. And now, thanks to the Dutch edition, both Willemsen and Zemlya is much easily available for each person. I think that they are available on Amazon UK, on publisher's site, and sometimes they are also available on Amazon USA. If you want to start practicing coloring with watercolors, I highly suggest to purchase as a present one of Jade Gideon books. She has 4 books printed so far, and all 4 are absolutely beautiful, and quality of the paper is absolutely amazing. Even if you want to start coloring, it's definitely to start from good paper. And in her books we have pictures of different difficulty suitable for beginners and for those who want to color more complicated pictures. Also, I suggest to look at books printed by Blue Angel because they are also of very high quality. This one is a book about dragons by Raven Phelan, but also this publishers printed books by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and they are also will be a very nice present for you or for your friends. Next book I recommend as a Christmas present is Flower Year by Leila Dule. If you watch my channel, you probably know how deep in love I am with this book. And December is a perfect time to purchase it because you will be able to start coloring it just right from the beginning of the book from the January. And since I discovered that paper works really well both with watercolors and Inktense pencils, my love for this book is even greater. And if you want to select even more exquisite present, look at this beautiful coloring book. It's a book by Chaucer and it's illustrated by Pre-Raphaelite artists William Morris and Edward Burne-Jones, and they are 2 of my favorite artists. And inside it's really beautiful and you will be able both to read and to color. I think that it's absolutely wonderful idea. Now let's talk about art supplies. And first, I highly recommend you to purchase a set of watercolor paints. Even if you are a little bit afraid to start coloring with watercolors, I think that the start of the new year is a good reason to start coloring with some new mediums, and watercolors definitely will expand your skills with coloring and definitely will help you to create more interesting pictures. So purchase a set of decent quality, maybe not professional but at least student grade paints. Apart from my favorite White Nights watercolors, I highly recommend this is by Mijello. They are of professional quality but a little bit cheaper than other brands like Sennelier or Winsor & Newton. Next one is Japanese watercolors Kuretake, and they are also very suitable for beginners. Some people say they are not so transparent as other brands of professional watercolors, that they are a little bit more opaque and chalky, but I think that for coloring books sometimes it's a good thing to have more opaque watercolor to create background. And next suggestion, look at these beautiful sets by Prima watercolors. They have a lot of interesting sets, nice variety of colors, and they look absolutely cute. I think that it will be a wonderful present. These watercolor sets are more of a hobby kind quality, and if you are looking for more professional, you definitely have to look at Daniel Smith watercolors. Treat yourself with these wonderful paints or purchase them as a present. I think that there is no artist who wouldn't appreciate these high quality professional watercolors, and they have amazing variety of colors, and they have a lot of paints with unique qualities. They have interesting granulating paints. They have also paints with iridescent effect, and variety of colors are huge. A lot of colors which are made from natural pigments, natural stones. They are available in different size tubes. Sometimes prices are not small, not very moderate, but I think that it's a nice time to start creating your own collection of high quality watercolors, especially if you are interested not only in coloring but maybe in starting to paint also. Another art medium which will be a great present both for yourself or for your friends is this pearlescent and gold watercolors. First, they look very cute and they definitely have this festive look which are great for Christmas. Also, they are really very helpful in coloring. I love to use them together with my regular watercolors, together with my neocolor crayons or on top of the pencil layer. They will help you to create interesting backgrounds, or they will add a final touch to all your pictures with dragons, fairies, princes, everyone where you need some touch of something shining, something magical or festive, and it's a pure pleasure to work with them. Kuretake gold watercolors or Kolorowanka pearlescent and gold watercolors. They are very creamy, they are highly pigmented, and it's a pleasure to lay them down on the paper and to look how they mix together. I especially love Kolorowanka watercolors because you can purchase a set of them or you can create your own set. For example, on Jackson's art site, you could purchase a metal or plastic palette and put into it your own selection of colors. I recommend to select a couple of metal watercolors and to add to them pearlescent and iridescent colors, because selection is really beautiful. Now let's talk about pencils. Even if you couldn't afford to purchase the whole set of polychromos or Caran d'Ache luminance pencils, and if you love to color faces, I highly recommend to purchase at least 5 or 6 main colors which are mostly used for the skin tones. Even before I was gifted this wonderful set of polychromoses, I invested in the main skin tones like light flesh, medium flesh, cinnamon, and couple of brown colors, and these oil-based pencils worked for me much better than Prismacolors when I wanted to color realistic faces. Another set which I highly recommend to add to your pencil collection is Derwent drawing pencils. They are mix of wax and oil based. They are the softest and creamiest pencils which I've ever tried. They have beautiful 24 natural looking colors, and they can't be used as a main set because they have a limited color palette, but they are great extension for your coloring palette if you like to draw nature, animals, botanical pictures, but I also use them for coloring even in Kirby Razana's book, and I saw a lot of beautiful pictures where artists use them for coloring portraits. So they definitely worth to try, and I think that they are also available open stock. Next thing is my list is Caran d'Ache Neocolor crayons, and I think that even despite their high price, they are must-have for even beginner colorists because they are really very helpful to create interesting backgrounds even for beginners. They are very easy to work with, both using water and without water. They are very quick to work with, and I just wanted to show you a couple of backgrounds which I created using them. You definitely don't need the whole 80s crayon set to start with. You can start with the smaller set and then gradually adding colors which you need. Just look at this background which I finished in 30 minutes, I think, and think how much time I would spend on this background if I did this using just Prismacolors or polychromoses. Next present in my list is a good quality brush. Even if you are a beginner, you definitely deserve high quality brushes. And you will need brushes of different size to help you to get desired artist effect on your coloring pages. If you color with acrylic paint, you will be interested in sets of brushes of different sizes and shapes to create interesting strokes with your paints. And if you prefer to color with watercolors, I suggest to go to the Jackson's art site. They have interesting delivery prices for the brushes. Sometimes delivery is even free for brushes, and also they have nice variety of their own brand of Jackson's art brushes. For example, one of my favorite quill brush is by Jackson's Art, and they are available in different sizes, and I think that price is also quite reasonable. If you are a new customer to Jackson's Art, you can contact me. I have a promotion code, a 10% discount for your first purchase if you haven't made any orders from Jackson's Art yet. I really love quality of their brushes. I think that even with one brush with such a nice tip, you will be able to color in all of your coloring books. And if you want to invest in more professional brushes, I would suggest to look at this set which I found on Amazon, and I know that this is a very high quality brushes and they are recommended by many artists. This cute watercolor travel palette I found on Amazon and I love its design. I love that it's compact and that you will be able to put a lot of watercolors inside of this half-size pens. Half pens are attached to the metal box with a magnetic stripe, so you will be able to take it with you everywhere. This palette is made by Made In and you can select one with half pens or one with full-size pens, and you have here a lot of space to mix your watercolors. But the best choice in my opinion is this professional watercolor palette by Mijello. I heard that a lot of professional artists recommend this one. This is a palette by Mijello and this is leak-proof palette which you will be able to close and your paints won't be leaking and won't be drying, so it's very helpful. And you also will have a lot of space to mix your watercolors. I think that it's a good choice if you want to start painting, not only coloring. And the last thing, I suggest to treat your pencils with a new case. Before I stored all my pencils in their metal boxes, but recently I got this case as a present and now it's so easy for me to select pencil which I need. And on Amazon there are a lot of interesting and very convenient pencil cases with very cute designs from funny one to vintage. Of course they are also suitable for your gel pens or markers and it really helps you to make a better choice of color and of your pencils, so stay organized. And the last thing I want to show you is a present which I wish Santa could bring me. It's a set of Japanese toner acrylic gouache. They are wonderful opaque paints in huge variety of colors. Especially I love Japanese sets with a selection of muted and pastel colors. I really love how they lay down on the paper. I have just a couple of them in my stash and I wish that Santa brings me the bigger sets. I think that they are also very cute looking. I will try to put all product links in the info box below or maybe in the comment section. Anyway, I hope that Santa will bring you a lot of interesting art supplies and interesting coloring books, and also that you will be able to find some interesting art gifts for your family and friends. I thank you for watching, and also winter is coming, so in December we will start a marathon of coloring winter and Christmas pictures. So I hope that you will stay with me.